I had to abandon the reading before because I had two spirits here came and intervene, and they said that it's not a collective reading and that I shouldn't talk about it and that there is a misunderstanding. The biggest vibe was that somebody wants to, I started the reading and I said 944 is very significant, and finally the karma was released, major karmic cycle. You found the place which was stealing your life force. You found the place which was the soulless being of an empty shell have been attached. Somebody who does not have permission from the divine power to be a part of a spirit realm, and somehow, and it was all family was on it, really. All family was on it. As I said in previous readings, this was planned all along. Somebody, this is a reading I done a few days ago. Somebody was nearly spiritually on a level of multi-dimensionality pushed into arms of somebody. This is a karmic, terrible karmic entanglement. This is a lower realm type of case. And I said that the number 944 is very significant, and that I try to find a way how to present this number in the most cohesive, elegant way. So it exactly says what it is in like 3 words. We don't have to, so everybody understands. And I said it's, so the major karmic cycle has ended, and now we have permission to enter the higher path, enter higher spiritual work, which is actual spiritual work. We'll be working on our inner world and making it the most sublime as possible. There is so much of so much more to you. There's so much more to you, but the way to embody this truth about you, the more you let go, the more this truth can be embodied. And talking about the virtues. So apparently I didn't, the spirits who I've encountered decided that I am not polite. That's what I heard, definitely, because I don't want to hear exactly some side of the story, but the real, because I already got from kind of the real reason behind everything, and the real reason is to lessen somebody's karmic sentence. Only you can do it in this case. And what else? I don't know, just like there's something like the other energies who already passed, they want to take something on themselves for somebody to have lessened karmic sentence. So of course this person can do more things for very favorable re-entering, let's say, this world. I don't know, something like this. It's a murky energy, and those are people who are like extremely officious, extremely well, stick in the butt, really. That's what I can say about this energy. I think there is politeness, there is good manner, but it's a lot of fakeness. Okay, so we have strange companions in stranger places. Challenges, use your imagination. I say higher path, and I don't know, still I'm being guided to share more the side of the story about like the nature and how they appear about spiritual gifts here, because I'm having a feeling that somebody I'm talking to right now perhaps it's in a phase where they are really confused about what's happening. I can share a bit of my story. When I first, and it was kind of a long time ago, find out that I do actually see spirit. I had a dream. I had a powerful dream which seemed like reality. So I started to see my ancestors coming from the walls like 2D figures. I just looked particular way and they were turning and they were always there. And I also went into balcony and I saw this giant supernova blowing up. And I see it for a few times. So it meant the actual like awakening to the spirit realm, and I've been seeing the ancestors. And then this followed by I'd say a good 3 or 4 months of constant visits in the ER because I had panic attacks, extreme panic attacks. And here, one tip for somebody, because I almost was thinking in the last reading, I'm talking to somebody who's a hypochondriac or to somebody who started to be a medium. I thought that I went to ER many times, not only with panic attack. I was convinced I have various diseases. It turns out my ancestors and some other spirits, they had exactly that. And I seem to have a knowledge about those conditions, even though I don't have any medical expertise. That's because those people struggled with these conditions and they had a lot of knowledge about managing them. That's why, thankfully, and this is very difficult period because no, you don't yet know how to operate in the spirit and in 3D reality. So I was entirely honest, and I've been saying what my symptoms are, and the doctor was like checking my body, checking for anything possible, because my symptoms were real, but they were at once, like nothing was coming out, let's say in blood, nothing was coming out, there was no markers of things which I was saying are happening. So that's why, thankfully, this was related to panic attack, until one time I actually visited a doctor. It was a heart doctor, and he said, after measuring, I think there was a halter, because I was so paranoid. This were Kundalini awakening symptoms, but I went there and he said, after measuring it, there is something more happening, and he was like, he didn't say it, but I understood it on a completely, entirely new level. Those are symptoms of the different process, which has more of a spiritual nature, like he knew. And it was like, this time I was like calm and convinced, but there is not many people talking about it. There's not much knowledge about it. All of us here, psychics and mediums, we go through this alone, absolutely alone, in absolute fear for years. My process started when I was teenager, maybe 12, 13. It's like a period, like when you are a child, you have gifts, you have them, like you have them until you kind of like 8, and then somehow they're not there for a while, and like real life is happening, and then in teenage years they kind of come and go. That's how it was in my case. And then I think it's about when I started to approach like adulthood, like around 18, everything like intensified a lot. And of course, the biggest, the most common theme related to, of course, this higher level spirituality is mental health struggle. So I've been diagnosed with like depression and anxiety depression really early, and so on. And I went through this from this kind of angle, where it could have been much more easier. Like looking back, it's could be so much easier if I understood it properly. So yeah, this is like an interest, because I'm sensing something like that somebody is now having those strange companions in stranger places. Somebody's being welcomed to different realms, perhaps. Somebody's welcomed to work with different energies which are there in various fields. Maybe somebody's lost, maybe somebody don't know who is good, who's bad. That's a lot of thing is experience. You need to fuck around and find out, you know. You need to find your place in it. That's why I'm not gonna suggest here anything. This is like somebody's journey. I'm just saying, always need to try to calm down and look at it from a different angle, more holistic perspective. I'm not a doctor. Not some things are real symptoms. Some things are spiritual symptoms, right? Here I'm feeling like somebody might have some spiritual symptoms going on. That's why I advise always Igor Kufayev. I found him way too late. Like around just like I don't know, not even a year ago probably. But it explained me everything I needed to know, and I needed to know it like 15 years ago. That's the problem, you know. That's why I'm just saying maybe that's important for somebody. Here we go. We have next card. We have the Sun in reverse. We're coming back to this geomagnetic storm energy with Archangel Oriel in the reverse. You may have like some sort of crazy stellium happening in Capricorn. No, what I'm saying, in Virgo, I think, or it's a 6th house of somebody, something like this in astrology. And there is actually, all those planets are there to deal with like the more imbalances. So here I'm feeling like, I'm not feeling particularly somebody has health issues. It's not health issues. It's because on the level on which like usually people operate, those are not problems. Like these are not health issues. Like somebody's super healthy, it's amazing, but not on a spiritual level, and not when you have to channel a lot of various energies through the day. Not when your body becomes this universal vessel. Then you need a lot more health, and a lot of more discipline, and a lot of more diet, and a lot of more various things. So here we talk about those symptoms. Here your body is in reverse because your spirit and your body are misaligned, because your spirit is really, really high. You're perhaps mentally really, really high, intuitively really, really high. Your body doesn't feel it the same way. I'm being guided for somebody to use Reiki, or learn Reiki. But for most of people here, just use this, find a good Reiki person. I think you don't have to be personal. I'm being guided to say, there's Oa, for example. She's very popular on YouTube, or there's a guy like from Australia called Michael. They just have like Reiki for free. You may want to use it. So the body is misaligned with simply spiritual level. Here we will talk about how to take care of you. You need to have both. Practice with your body and practice with your spirit all the time, at all time. This is like every day upon waking up. Otherwise, there will be a halt. There will be strong halt, and also you are, if not, you are at risk of dealing with another portion of karma which you normally shouldn't supposed to right now. So this is very important here. This is I'm feeling somebody's spirit guide coming through right now. because it's enough of it. It's enough of it. Yo, somebody's spirit guides are really, really aggravated right now. I think it's because of this visitation which broke my other reading, which they even said to me, I can't talk about it. Like, why not? What is the privacy here? Like, why we have privacy here? What kind of dealings this are? I am an open book. I'm doing universal readings here. So if you want to come here and like break my reading, may as well come through here. Because somebody's spirit guides are really mad now. Why they're mad? There are a lot of things happened which never supposed to happen because somebody was messing up with your energy. There's somebody having an action, planning. We have a high priestess from this family. I think there is a person who's actually alive, who's also channeling, who's also high priestess, who's working with this family, with some sort of family. They're working together in order to give somebody a message, because what they're planning to do is they're planning to stalk somebody still, to follow somebody somewhere. They have a plan to follow somebody in real life. Or somebody been stalking somebody, following somebody in real life. They have a plan to put you in some sort of poverty. Not this is, I'm getting is like, I don't know. The energy is like somebody wants to push you, put you in a another cycle where you remember a long time ago. Let's say like I was talking about it. Maybe you already passed that level and discovered that this is not real illnesses. There's not many different, various weird illnesses. Maybe you did it for your lineage. Maybe you went through all of it. They want you to do the same for somebody, for some reason. Like this is energy of sacrifice here. If they want to pull you into the same old cycle, so you can mirror somebody's energy, somebody's ancestral energy, and you become a puppet in their hands, like a marionette. I'm seeing a marionette. That's why somebody's ancestors are so aggravated right now. They wish this on you. They did a lot of black magic on you. Like that's what I'm saying to you. This is crazy level, like entitlement, like to come here and say, oh, we need to lessen this guy's or this girl's like karmic sentencing, even though they killed you, like attempted to kill you 24 times in the recent year. You know, like what? Are you okay in the head? Like what? Is it even a question? Like I'm channeling somebody's ancestors. They're saying very good, very good. They are so happy somebody's getting extreme amount of karma right now. They are really happy. There is nothing somebody I'm reading for, nothing this person can offer. That's based on what ancestors are feeling, saying right now. There's nothing they can offer more, because they offered the best they had. Okay, let's see. So the person I'm talking about, they do not have spiritual protection. They do not have at all. They are struggling to gain some resources. They are struggling to regain some resources after losing a lot of them, and they do want to connect. I was talking about, well, here we have a theme called higher qualities. And it will be difficult reading because it will have humongous moral dilemma. It was like friendliness, equanimity, and there is one more, and I forgot it, and I forgot it again. That's crazy. I will just write this word at the beginning of video after I stop it, and I think this is the only way I can do it. The moral dilemma is, if somebody is or somebody's ancestors, as they say this person is innocent, but it's not true. They're saying this person didn't do anything to you. This person is innocent. This is clear lie. I want to know what this person did actually. Let's see where I can find the answer. Which deck you're advising me to take? So you have this one, huh? Okay, let's see. This person did is Little Olin, wisdom as light as a feather. It's in reverse. So somebody was blocking, somebody was literally using somebody's wisdom, which is supposed to be only their wisdom. And they blocked the access. So this is destiny swapper. This is somebody who successfully did swap destiny with somebody. So they actually like blocked somebody's wisdom and just like rushed to be there, mimicking somebody's soul. So this is one thing this person did. What other thing they did? This is really somebody's. Well, you see, since we have shallow grave, you miss someone. This is how this relationship looked. If this is a romantic relationship, if this is, I'm feeling, and I very rarely have readings like this. This is somebody's twin flame, who is. That's why you feel so much pain. You know, that's why you feel so much pain, because this person is supposed to be your equal. This is very rare as this happens, but this really shows the nature of twin flames and where they come from. They are fallen angels. They are children, or literally them. The soul originates there. This person did the same thing again. They decided that everything belongs to them. They decided there is no you. They are all, and they don't need you, and they're just gonna take what's yours, and they're gonna have it all, and they're gonna be this godly creature. This is like somebody's like, well, Lucifer is close to it. Hecate comes through. Like somebody is very closely working with energy of Hecate. This person is a low astral parasite at this point. They completely lost their divinity. Like if they had any ever, it's been revoked. It's over. Here it's over, really. Strangely lonely, holding on way too tight. So this person went like completely crazy, obsessed, because like I'm thinking like, let me 3 years. So I'm hearing it. So for last 3 years, you've been asleep or something. I'm talking to somebody who's now actually stepping to stuff. So for last 3 years, they've been losing and losing and losing and losing and losing and losing and losing. And they figure out why they keep losing. The problem was that you started way too late. I don't know, I may talking to somebody who's actually like a 53 years old. Somebody older. Somebody for like 20 years, you're supposed to be 20 few and already be skillful psychic. See, my life is sweet in reverse. Another thing that this person did is like took away your light, took away your life, took away your joy, pleasure, put you in a state of some sort of horrible depression. See, autumn is my last chance. Please don't lose hope. This is how you looked for most of your life. That's why I'm sensing this strongly for somebody. Your situation will elevate so fast, so rapidly. You're gonna go through complete transformation. It may take you just like 3 months, and you'll be where you're supposed to be a long time ago. Of course, this journey would take much longer. Of course, this journey may have took 20 years. I'm getting, this was nothing been lost. Your energy didn't went to waste. That's what somebody, this is what those spirits wanted to say, but I heard it's not true. Those spirits wanted to say that your energy didn't go to waste. It did, because this person, they are dying or something right now. So they just wasted a bunch of energy, and they now are considering whether they gonna just consider like the self thing, or they just gonna wait until it happens on its own. That's what I heard. So the energy did go to waste. It's nonsense. Like, at least they could be, at least they could be something, for some people. At least they could be something, so to help uplift humanity. At least they could be something to they never could let go of actually no material pleasure was ever revoked. They are still, I think somebody's heavy smoking, very heavy smoker. Their lungs are as dark and sick. I don't know, it's just like seeing this dark smoke and like super muddy waters. Somebody may have like water in their lungs or something. I'm picking up on this energy. It's very dirty. There's huge problem with their heart. Oh, and this like geomagnetic storm is interesting coincidence, because people who have like problems or blockages within heart chakra, or just simply are older, are very sensitive right now, and it's particularly a problem because during geomagnetic storms. So I wonder how gonna be equate, like how this gonna be equate for this. Very weird. I want to know, because we said be merciful, be friendship, equanimity. What? Okay, is somebody thinking you are stupid? Like one thing, because like this really irritates me. Do you think somebody's stupid here? What are they thinking of you? Like that there is no love in your heart, and that but you're not in some sort of poverty like they wanted you to be. They want to put you under judgment. Under judgment for what now? For having this good karma. How can you have this good karma to go through I don't know, process which should last so long that shortly? How come that it happened? Only 3 years? It's supposed to take 28. How that happened? Only 3 months? Depending on the person. You are coming really victorious in the situation. They want to say that this is what you did to somebody. It's absolutely not true. This is what they keep doing. This is like the last straw. Like I'm seeing this, feeling this energy. It's terrible. Like somebody's been tortured psychologically, tortured, went through extreme amount of black magic hauntings, various things. Perpetually their soul been torn apart. Twin flame renewal, I'm hearing. Forgive and forget. Five of Cups. There is nothing which can happen in this situation, only heartbreak. There's nothing that can be done. Okay, let me see. Can I see something more about this situation? Because we have a Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Cups in here with Knight of Wands. What is under judgment? I'm wondering. well, the karma itself is under judgment. So whether those karmic cycles were when, I don't know. There's a wait. Why this has to be questioned? Because I'm seeing somebody. I'm said at the beginning of the reading that somebody actually closed all the chapters. Why this has to be reviewed again? Because of money. Because of some money. Wait, can you tell me about the nature of this money? Something is coming to light. Something about the finances is coming to light, and people have been worked together in order to create some sort of illusion. There were money where there shouldn't supposed to be any money. So here, those ancestors coming through and saying that somebody stole money from somebody because they weren't able to receive something in particular. They weren't able to work, being handicapped in some sort of way. Well, let me see. See, this is some sort of family structure. And here we have Queen of Swords in reverse. This is actually the person we read about. I think this is somebody's like, I don't know if this is a twin flame. Like, it might be like a dark catalyst. High level soulmate who is a dark catalyst. It's stands at direct opposition to your twin flame. Interesting. Yeah, we dealing with a lot of manipulation, a lot of dark magic. You will now, oh my God, I don't know if this reading is for you. You may be flooded by because I was seeing somebody start to have vision, flooded by vision of what those people actually did to you, because your life is not only on this plane. Your life is on many planes, and there were planes in which you were imprisoned, wrongfully imprisoned. A lot of things were happening to your spirit, really, which should never have happened. Horrifying things. This is a tower. This is something really shocking for you. And I'm talking this imprisonment for sure. Imprisonment, 8 of Cups, 888 for sure. You were talking about imprisonment, being left alone in some dimensions without anybody around. Like your soul was just there, nothing else, which is alive around. So you see like how it comes that somebody's awakening is so fast. You know how many different versions of you, how much work they did actually, how much heavy spiritual work. That's why you can go to meditation like this out of nowhere, and you're just on the state which somebody normally trains for years and years and years. That's why it happens. Nothing of it is unjust. That's what I want to say to somebody here, because I'm having a very specific case here. I need to change